Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into the energy. Let us tap into the reading. Let us tap into the message here. So I'm channeling the energy of somebody that feels excluded. Okay, left out on the cold or put to the side. Okay, at this time, there's an energy of a person that's in that state of being because you are present or you exist. Okay, perhaps when you step into the room, they feel non-existent. Or when you do something, they feel like they have to try something else. Because when you do that thing, you just control everything about it because you're so perfect. We have the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is a sad truth that they don't want to admit to themselves. They know they hate you, but they know where their hate stems from. It stems from the fact that every time they try to do something, they try to be somewhere, they try to act in certain ways, they try to feel and think things. They have to process your identity, like, oh, you probably do this better, or when you go here, that happens, or when you are like this, you have this impact or influence. Whoever this person is, we have the Knights of Swords. They're literally going crazy, like somebody is losing it because that's who you are. That's how you are, that's what you do, that's where you go. This person knows that their hate has nothing to do with the way your life is supposed to go. Simply put, they can hate you, but it won't affect anything about you. Like, they'll clearly see that outcome. We have the Lover's energy, decisions and choices that this person made. They don't like them. They are the type of person that amongst those that they want to date or court or courtship by way of intimacy, chemistry, or romance, they are very present in the energy of how do you execute it? So what do people like about you? So when you are here, how are you experienced? We have the Fool in the reverse, and this is a daily basis thing. Every day they get in their feelings and in their thoughts, questioning those strange, odd, peculiar, and very particular, very specific details that they only pay attention to merely because they're trying to block and ruin your reality, your world, your life. So they see you prospering, they see you in your delectable, delightful, and decadent reality, world, and life, and they just alert with craving of wanting to stand in the way of that because they can't have it for themselves. They are literally looking at something that is wanting to call upon them with their whole entire body, but they can't experience not even a little bit of it because it doesn't even belong to them. This is your energy, okay? They can't experience you. They can't experience anything about you. They can't experience what you do because, simply put, this person is not in the position to even want that for themselves. They don't want it for themselves because they don't see it for themselves. Because when they look in the mirror, they reflect. And when they reflect, they have to acknowledge, we have the Star in the reverse, and what they acknowledge is they don't love themselves enough. They don't see themselves. They don't understand themselves. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. There's nothing that this person experiences in life that holds them to that same feeling and that those same thoughts they receive when they see you living, when they see you going through things, when they see you in certain places. Nothing can replace what they experienced then, even their own life. It just seems like it's not enough. Like, no, look how they go about it, what they do, how they, you know, like, it's always about you. This person makes everything about you. We have the Star in the reverse, and they're so unhealed. Double the Star energy, very wounded, very scarred, very traumatized, in pain, hurt, some form of sadness, melancholy, negative energy, some form of depression or misery, some form of darkness or evil, wicked, cruelty that they carry. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and you can't uproot someone from this energy. They have to willingly fetch their healing. They have to willingly want to be a better person. But whoever this is, they don't want that. They feel like it's not even about that. Like, no, all I want is their world, life, and reality. Don't look at me, everybody. Look sideways, that way, cylinder or cylindrical, you know, peeping Tom. Whoever this is just not in the position to even have anything. They don't know how to treat it. They don't know how to treat it. Yeah, we have death energy. Everything they touch just perishes. Everything they touch goes to ashes. Everything they are just dissipates. It ceases to exist. Even their own creativity or resources or vitality or health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, they can't vouch for themselves. They can't say, yes, this is how they truly feel. They can't say, no, this is what they want and don't want, because they don't even know themselves to that point. They don't even know themselves to that degree. They don't even know themselves to that capacity, no depth or anything. All they're doing is paying attention to you all the time. Anything that they can find. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. They're even willing to go as far as telling untrue statements about you. Call them rumors or hearsay, but nonetheless, that's the energy. Call them rumors or hearsay, but nonetheless, that's the energy. Whether you look at it as rumors or hearsay, they're speaking about you and actively losing it to the extent that they can no longer even cloak it or mask it or prevent themselves from reflecting on it. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse here. This is somebody that definitely needs some form of diagnosis to be able to be better. Like, and the diagnosis doesn't necessarily mean clinical. Like, you know, you can diagnose yourself in any given moment, like, oh, I'm really irritated right now, or I'm really annoyed, or this is getting to me. You know, that's a diagnosis on its own. This is somebody that doesn't look at themselves. And that's an actual sickness. Because in that moment, you become just a cosmic eulogy of a copycat or mimic or clone. Like, you become something that's not present because you don't actively do anything in your body. You're concerned about that. They're concerned about you. They're even letting their responsibilities slide. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. There's nothing that they're holding on to, being trustworthy and faithful to their missions and tasks and obligations. No, someone's literally actively losing their mind. Obsessed with your reality, obsessed with your world, obsessed with your life. Just planting seeds in their own psyche and subconscious so deep that they can't even access that anymore. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They can't even access those emotions or those thoughts anymore. In that moment, they're non-existent because they don't even know who felt them. Like, they're that deeply This is, man. An analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Take, for instance, an individual who's been in a 10-year cycle of some form of trauma that is embedded even in their physical body. They have body trauma because of some form of emotional wound or scar or mental wound or scar. And they don't realize it, but they need to calm down or relax or take naps more often, or they need to actively induce themselves into relaxation, like have this that puts you in that state of being, or that, or whoever, whatever, you know. Coming back to the generalization of this message here, this person, to heal, they need to do things like that from this situation, which should be a definite mirror of what depth lies in all of this. If you have to tap yourself out of it and snap yourself out of it and actually have to reprogram and reteach and revamp your identity in a particular way because you've been that invested in someone's life, that's actually sick. Because you're not inspired, you're not motivated, you're not encouraged. There's no love present. But you watching them build and have it. You're watching them maintain it and keep it. Queen of Cups, they're watching you be that. And that's what's causing them this irrational pattern of behaviors of always obsessing. It's actually insane. It's like they're drowning in it. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse because they're not present. If they had a foundation of identity to lay on, like, oh, this is me, I know myself, but this, that, and the third with that person, no, it's like, no, I will, that person. And in that moment, you abandon you leave your body, you're concerned about someone else who is not you. We have the Four of Cups. Like, how is that even normalized? Like, it's not even, it's romanticized. Like, people romanticize sickness, and then they wonder why things turn out the way they do. Now you call yourself toxic and all these things, or there's toxic. No, like, heal. If you want to have a healthy life, breathe healthy air in your lungs. Do what you need to do. Rightfully so for you. You're not doing it for anybody. You're not doing anybody a favor by being this way. They're not. They're not doing anyone a favor because now they have to watch you be okay regardless. That's actual hell because they abandoned themselves for that hatred. It drove them insane. We have the Ace of Cups. It drove them crazy to watch you keep pouring into yourself. Even when that happened and this, whatever, you still remained abundant in your identity. You never laughed or they never saw you sweat. We have the Temperance in the reverse. Now they're literally their own worst nightmare, their own worst enemy. They can't even say it to you. How can they say that when they know what they do? You're not taking their free will away by saying nothing. Like, someone's literally in their real life and reality peeping Tom, wanting everything that you have in life because it looks that way and it feeds into their feelings and thoughts, and they just want to execute that to maintain all of that forever because they're that in dreamland. They're that in somewhere where you're not, imagination and all. And instead of looking at this as, I'm so inspired by their world life and reality and encouraged and motivated, they're threatened. You shouldn't have that. No. Now they want to find something to take that away from you because they don't have what you have. It's sick. But still, like, you are you though. We have the Queen of Cups. So, like, that's the thing. Like, so you troubling yourself that much as this person here? Like, you're expecting good things in your life by another person's foundation that they built? Aren't you hitchhiking much? Like, they did that though. So you want to just swoop in and just swipe it as if you earned it. Like, that's literal insanity. It's not a coup de grace or something. It's not a coup. You're not staging a coup. You're not even being devilish or demonic. You're being stupid. That's not evil. That's idiocy. So this is not worth your bother. This is just to alert you to stay away from being bothered, because this is someone that's going to invade your personal life. So when they show up for your peace, understand who they are so you can stay away from this energy. Because they are going to mask themselves as the plot thickens in this message. They're going to approach you as something they're not. Because that's the strategy here. They feel obligated to do this. They feel at task, at mission, not to build their reality that they can actually be so fond of. They don't abandon themselves to be another person. No, they want what they want, right? We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, so this is what they're doing. They're going to come towards you as what you need. So in that moment in time, whatever they know about you, maybe they know, people know you as somebody that does this or goes here or has this interest in that, you know, you favor this, you fond of that, you admire this, and they're going to approach you with that. Like me, an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Maybe you go to this salon or you go to this barber. They're going to, you know, stumble upon you there. Or another analogy, reference point, case study, an example. You have somewhere you usually are routinely. They're going to, you know, also have that thing going on. And in that moment, it's a very, in that initial approach, it's the first step to deceit and blatant disrespect. And it's the first step to karma, because that's the mask and they have to climb and maintain. So as soon as they approach you, they play you. So whatever word of mouth comes out, it's not what it seems. It's not what it is. It doesn't even exist. It's merely a plot, a scheme, a plan, a vendetta, vengeance, call it whatever. But I call it cowardness. Because if you really have a problem, then why don't you say that? So you come into my world, life, and reality, blindside me and outsmart me or whatever. But you really are a coward. Because if I knew who you were for real, you would have been dead. There's no smartness there, isn't it? We have the Knight of Wands. And if you have substances you like to use, they're going to try and poison that. They're going to try and take you out completely. You know, see, it's not like, yo, I just want to be around and like forever and watch you from afar and take what I can. No, they want to milk you dry. But first, they want to get into your world, life, and reality and win everyone over. So the energy that you exude amongst people that are of your world, life, and reality, they love you that way. They see you that way. This person wants to get close to you enough to be able to change people's mind about you. Now they don't share the same perception. Now that foundation you laid when you built that relationship with that person, with a friendship, colleague, relative, whatever, chemistry, romance, whatever, they just destroy it. Because they are close enough to. Warning message, confirmation message, take it how it resonates, how it applies for your world, life, and reality. But this is the energy here. Because now you invested in that person, you actually allow them in your personal space. You don't know what they bring or what they possess or who they think they are, right? Because just because they abandon themselves to be you, how do they want to utilize your identity outside of what you're already doing? So they want to duplicate it. So they're a mimic or a clone or what? We have the 10 of Cups here. So you just fantasize, you're just in the clouds. They're deep in that. Or you're just laying in your bed and being a boy or girl, whatever. You're just frolicking in your own imagination. We have the Fool in the reverse. And then proclaiming yourself to be a woman or a man, that's like you insane. Like there's something wrong with you. And that's real. Whether you have personal feelings or thoughts about it, doesn't matter, doesn't take away the realness. It's the truth. We have the Hierophant. And in the long run, these are the type of people that have they do the things they do. This be somebody next to another person that can plot against them and have them executed clean, living without even getting caught. Because they know how to wear their mask well. Your right hand, right? Or whatever. Or they kiss the right things. Lick, whatever. Or they know the right papers or whatever. And you just get caught up in that. And it's written, isn't it? We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse here. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is Jezebel or Judas. We got Jezebel, we got Judas. Like for real. Because like this is like real life. This is your whole entire world. It's like this is your feng shui. Like for real. So like someone's trying to what? Nah, like they don't even know what it takes. Just see it glitz and glam. Aren't you a child? Like just want to hitchhike, and then now, so what happens then? So you that sick that you even watch everything that the person does, like everything, and you go with yourself wherever you lay your head and you process it like, yeah, you don't see me coming. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, now you sound dumb as hell. Like, no, you're not scary. Like, you're weird. We have the Two of Emotions. The Two of Wands reversed. So, yeah. This is the energy. Like, if they're, like, they should be embarrassed. Like, don't wear the mask with pride. Wear it with shame and guilt and humiliation. At least if you don't have a face, have a conscience. You know what I mean? Have a conscience. We have the Nine of Wands. Because now you're going to be burning with that mask. They're going to be there processing the day they made that decision and choice. When people start asking the right questions about really who they are. Because now you have to be so in it. Like, it's sick. Even to the body itself. Like, you can't, your bones are not structured when you're in that situation. Because you got to maintain that grin, that smile, that laugh, or that conversation, even though it's not real. Like you're manufactured for real, like you're a factory, you keep producing identities. And yet, you know, like for real, we have the Five of Wands. And fighting themselves won't earn them a place in their own, you know, heart and mind. Like, you still won't know who you are, even if you come into, you know, even if they, whatever. Because, like, how you gonna know if that's what you want, though? Like, if it's, like, you're not even there, though. Like, what? Like, you're not, like, what? Like, you're not there. So you wanted to plead, to get a little bit of validation amongst the gents or the fellas or the girlies or whatever. And then when you're in the coffin, though, because of that, or something else, like, will that be worth it? Like, will you say, like, yeah, I lived their life, or mine? That's just sad. Like, that's, like, it's the hangman. That's depression, isn't it? Like, the same cycle, like, you just cemented in that. Like, you're not going anywhere. Stagnant in the same timeline. And whatever took you about their world, life, and reality, whatever, beloved, made them just frolic in imagination and daydreams and night dreams and whatever. Is it like, so it's all about the emotions here. It's all about the thoughts that just are underdeveloped, you know? And there's no fighting that. You know, you can't mask intelligence with hate or mask hate with intelligence. Like, if hate has nothing to do with being smart. Like, if you're out of line, that's just what it is. And it's one day for the owner, because there's gonna be that one time that you don't grin the same. You don't smile the same way to that person, and that's your usual approach, because that keeps you in that position to lie more, to get to that other position, to steal that, or achieve that, or resource that, whatever. It's actual insanity. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. No matter how you flip it, the sun must rise, the moon must, you know? So there's things like that. Like, they just exist. And that's people's lives. You know, your in-depth feelings and where they took you has nothing to do with the fact that you have no identity in that moment. Because, like, that's weird though. Yeah, so, you know, getting too close to somebody, they just want wrapped around their finger, and they the type to want to have a connection with you outside of everyone else around you, to make you feel like you can trust them more than anyone. Or they want to have something you need so that you come to them, and it seems like you are the one that went there first. We have the Eight of Wands. So, you know, they're going to throw anything at you, whatever works. It's like you're just a stepping stone to your, like, life. Like, it's, man, we have the Ten of Swords. So, Judas or Jezebel, this was your message from the divine. This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I do offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for joining me. Beloved, goodbye.